I am from India. I did my leaving certificate in commerce. Basically, we had three options: science, arts, and commerce. I chose commerce because I already had a very keen interest in business. Uh, After that, I went on to do Bachelor of Business Administration, and I also did a minor in information technology. Uh, in my undergraduate, I was exposed to the basics of accounting, and 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 uh, I I was sure that I would do my post graduation in accounting. In my undergraduation, I was also involved in various volunteering activities, particularly in my final year, where uh, where I was involved in teaching underprivileged children. The course at Trinity matches exactly what I want to be in the future, and that's the reason I have chosen this particular course. In the first semester, I got a newfound interest in tax, which was actually encouraged by my lecturer, Suzanne Holst. And in the second semester, after taking another module of tax, I was quite adamant to work in tax. Tax, I believe, is continuously evolving and changing, and that appeals me the most. Uh, there is so much to focus on tax, such as individual, partnership, corporations, state and local tax, such as VAT, etc. I'm quite confident that I won't find it boring in the least. Another reason I want to work in tax, especially in Ireland, is because of Ireland's favorable tax regime and the fact that the government is actually adamant to change it in spite of all the pressure from the United States and the European Union. Um, Another reason is for applying to this role is the current political environment, that is Brexit, which could be quite challenging and interesting at the same time in terms of tax, especially if there is a Brexit, if there's a hard Brexit. And I have also noticed that there is a Brexit task force here at BDO, and I would like to involve in it someday in any way possible. Uh, During my first semester at Trinity, we were asked to work on a project on financial reporting, and we were four of us in a team, and we were asked to identify five IFRS standards, and we had to apply it in three different companies. One of my teammates suggested that we should divide the entire project into four different parts and then assign each part to individual members. I led the discussion about the pros and cons of the idea, and I insisted that since we are working as a group and not as an individual, we should all brainstorm each part together and not as an individual. One of my Two of my team members uh, was originally opposed to my idea, but I was able to draw consensus after incorporating their suggestion that we would indeed brainstorm all the parts together, but after that we would distribute each part to individual team members. We ended up working really hard on the project, and we got really positive feedback from our professor, who was actually the director of our course. I had a passion of tennis, and I was a regular member of the university tennis society. There was an event coming up, and which was right ahead of my exam schedule. Our coach told me that I could skip the competition, but I knew I could win some points for the college. So I decided that I would put in extra hours of time of my studies in the late evenings while also practicing and attending the event. I had to stretch myself both physically and mentally, both physically and mentally, uh, and also manage my time very tightly. Uh, and although at the end I did not win the competition, but I managed to reach the quarterfinal and also uh, scored really good marks for my examination. Hmm. When I was working in my family business as a part time, which deals in fruits, We had a customer which asked us to arrange a specific type of fruit which we do not sell, and which was quite rare. It's a kind of apple, uh, some kind of Chinese apple. We did not want to disappoint the customer as we had a long term relationship with him. So we decided to specifically order that kind of fruit from China. Uh, Although we did not earn any profit from the product, but we managed to win the customer's heart, and we also maintained the long term relationship we had with him. Tax is something which you really need to be interested in, and you need to have a passion for it, and which I have. And you also need an analytical thinking. When I was in at Trinity, I basically came here to study a course in accounting. After my first semester, my lecturer Suzanne Holst, who is actually a chartered tax advisor, encouraged us to study tax. And in the second semester, after studying another module of tax, I was quite adamant to work in tax. Uh, tax in Ireland, tax in Ireland, I believe, is one of the most important issue here, especially from the pressure from the European Union and the United States. And I want to experience the tax here in Ireland, and I want to work in it. Uh, my skills include managing time efficiently and meeting deadlines, and I believe this is very important in tax as there are specific deadlines to be met. Uh, I've also in the university I had there was a time when I had to submit three large projects in a single week. So what I did was I went on to write a schedule that break down each large projects into smaller assignments, and I was able to finish all the assignments before time. Uh, I believe I can bring this skill with me to this new role here at BDU. Uh, I have read the job advertisement at the BDO career website, and the job description matches exactly what I want to be in the future. I have also gone through the LinkedIn profiles of various BDO managers and employees, and I found them to be sharp and intellectually curious people, the kind of people I would like to work with. Uh, and BDO like offers all types of tax, right from tax services, right from corporate to personal, and even niche areas such as research development, tax credits, and knowledge development box. And I would like to develop an all-round experience in tax. I look forward to working at BDO.